a talking to this morning on what I expect from the players every day and what they have to give for Baroka Football Club. And I think they did it well today, but we're not going to get carried away because we've got a bigger game on Saturday, I think, against Chipper. But, it was always going to be tough against Orlando Pirates. Like I said, the coach, their players wanted to get a goal and they wanted to get 3 points. And to come back the way we did, especially for Tammy Masia, who gave away the opening goal with a poor back pass. He responded. He didn't put his head down. He responded and made the goal for the equaliser. So I've got to be pleased, and I am pleased. The way the application of the players, and I think we deserved a bit more out of it. We just need a bit of luck in front of goal.
Thank you, Coach Dylan. For those of you who've just joined us now, welcome to the Orlando Pirates versus Baroka FC post-match press conference with Coach Dylan Kerr. We've just had the opening remarks from the coach, and we'll now open for questions from the floor. As per norm, please firstly keep your cell phones on mute when you're there on your end. And also make sure that your microphones are muted as well until such time as when we give you an opportunity to ask your question. Do we have any questions? Please raise your hand if you do have a question. Do you have any questions for Coach Dylan Kerr?
Yes.
Yes, Silavelo, you may go with the first question.
Thank you very much, Osandi. Good evening, Coach. A very good point for you against the Orlando Pirates, a massive club. Would you? Is it a case of good point? Let's move on and see what's going to happen during on the weekend, because again, it's going to be a massive game for you against Chipper United. How happy are you with this point and the performance of your players this evening, Coach?
I'll be honest. I think that we gave Orlando Pirates a good game today, and I think we created a lot more chances. We're always going to be under pressure from Orlando Pirates because of the depth of squad that they have. And, I've just been speaking to the coach there, and, the last few games that they've had have been very, very tough. But, I wanted a response of my players after our previous two games. And I don't know why they have to raise the bar when they're playing against the likes of Orlando Pirates. I think they have to do that every day and every game, whoever it is. And the position we're in shouldn't be reproduced year on, year out. I mean, it's 4 years now that Baroka have been in the PSL, and they've been always in this precarious position. But when you see a performance like that, why can't they do that day in, day out when they're playing other teams? And everybody's equal in the PSL. Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Super Sport, the former Bidvest Fix, they are the bigger teams because they've got a history and a strong history. But, Baroka are new in the PSL. They've got to create an history for themselves. And when they play with performances that differ week in, week out, when I know and I see what they can do week in, week out, it's depressing. It's depressing to come to your work knowing that you don't know what to expect, and why should my team against an Orlando Pirates side perform the way they did today, which was fantastic, when we played the likes of Amazulu and Bloemfontein Celtic in the Nedbank Cup. We play with a different mentality. But credit to everybody in these unforeseen circumstances. As a coach, nobody's happy as a coach to see teams not being at their ultimate peak of fitness, match fitness, and general life. Because life's changed for footballers. They're tied and locked up 22 hours a day, and I've just got to keep them mentally sharp, mentally focused. And like you said, this was a big game tonight, but it's an even bigger game at the weekend. Because again, if I get a performance like that, I'd be happy. We just got to be a bit more clinical and a bit more ruthless and a bit more ugly. When we're in good positions and got a chance of scoring.
Do you have any more questions for the coach?
No, I'm fine.
No. Going once, going twice.
Yes, yes. Hello. How are you, coach?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
No. I'm good. I'm Minant from Independent Media. No, coach. I just wanted to inquire. I'm just looking at the last 4 matches. You've got very, very difficult encounters against teams that are on top of the table. With today's result, does that gives you hope that you can be able to get results against the likes of Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, and Bidvest?
I think you just answered that question. It doesn't give me hope. It gives me belief. I see it every week. I see it every day in training. But for some weird reason, it just doesn't happen the way that I know it should happen. And yes, we've got four massive games left. A point's a point. But I'm disappointed we didn't get 3 points today because I thought we gave Orlando Pirates a run for the money. I think we controlled the ball better. We kept giving the ball away, which is something you cannot do against an Orlando Pirates side. They are just like I say. Before the bubble, before the COVID took off, Orlando Pirates were the team on form. They were the team to beat. And because they were unbeaten, I think was it in 5. They got ahead of steam, and that's because they believed in what the coach was bringing to the table, and that's what I've been trying to tell my players. Trust me with the job I'm doing. Believe in me that I'm going to make you better, and work at doing the right things in the right areas. Because if you don't, and you give opportunities away in dangerous areas, you'll get punished by these teams. And today we defended solid in midfield, at the back. We weren't afraid to get to come at Orlando Pirates. And I think every player that played today, even the technical bench, we all had a part to play in it because we all didn't want to lose today. We couldn't lose today. So I'm happy with the point. The players are. I went in the dressing room usually to get a point against Pirates away from home. You would see them shouting, singing, high-fiving, clapping, dancing. You went into the dressing room and there was none of that. So, I think they've gone into the game with a different mentality to try and get the 3 points. But once we conceded, instead of dropping our heads and body language would drop, we didn't. We shoulders went back, heads went up, and we tried to get the goal back, and we did.